Welcome to Wispers. With the current situation of things and the buzz and the brouhaha going up and down because of Igboho's confrontation with Ooni, to me it's like a kind of distraction as confirmed by the next highlight. Ooni and Igboho distraction as Fulani use Hausa in killing fits. The issue is bigger than the Ooni and those that disagree with his approach. Ooni is respected like the Supreme Court without his own police or army. Whatever his age, Ooni is not infallible, but he has a wealth of cultural experts around him. This is why his subjects, no matter their age, respect his office. Even when his people disagree with him, African respect for cultures dictates that we must tread cautiously. The matter at hand surpasses any personal disagreement between Ooni and Sunday Igboho. If Sunday Igboho did not stand up as Oromia sent from aggrieved people that had enough, there are others willing to sacrifice their lives, not only in Yoruba land but all over West African countries, where Fulani, widely known as the fourth most dangerous terrorist group, are kidnappers and terrorists in disguise for cow grazing called freedom of movement. Please stay focused and save your energy for the real prize. Fulani have captured Hausa the way the British have captured African countries. Fulani terrorists all over West African countries are more powerful in Nigeria than anywhere else, simply because they use Hausa as their foot terrorists. When Governor Akeredolu of Ondo and Governor Samuel Otom of Benue State called out the impunity of Fulani audacious daylight crimes like Ishiako were killing, Buhari did not call the chief of police for the arrest of the hideous criminals or give shoot on sight order. Since Fulani from his kitchen cabinet sent them, they are all members of Mayeti Island, the Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, the political George Orwell animal farm, which northern politicians and Fulani pastoralists report to. Buhari opened the border to all Fulani jihadist terrorists and sailing north of Africa, many of whom were mercenaries in Libya. Fulani Mayeti Allah went further. The invading marauders lay claim to every land. Yes, Fulani suffered a few losses compared to the victims, but only Fulani always gets away scot-free. There are great losses suffered continually throughout the country, perpetrated by Fulani and their one drop of blood Hausa captives, without the torment or anyone declared wanted by Buhari's police chief. Some of the Seriki outside their homes command more respect, enjoy more security and wealth than the local Oba that hosts them in his town. Nobody can contemplate an Oba, Obi, or Igwe more powerful than the Fulani emir in northern states. It may be about time to stop any Oba, Obi, Igwe, or Seriki outside their domain and subject everyone to the authority of the local chiefs. If you want to live outside your ethnic base, respect your hosts. Federal police and army favor Fulani anyway. This is the reason more people are calling for local and state police. Who is fooling who? The whole country sees this. Sees through local Seriki aiding and abating crimes as negotiators that appears Fulani kidnappers and terrorists after ransoms are paid through the same Seriki taking his court. Fulani have not learned from their failure to contain Boko Haram they created against Christians. As you spread your military and police team, they become ineffective. These Fulani cow owners are sending their Hausa captives to most ethnic bases outside the caliphate, but cannot capture Sambisa forest for grazing and freedom of movement. You can't pacify all the ethnic chiefs unless those chiefs want to face the wrath of face calabash. Nigerian authorities will prosecute any slight or crime against Fulani, but when people defend themselves, the police and army come out in force. Nobody persecuted Fulani impunity, widely known as fourth most dangerous terrorist group. Nigerians are deterred from carrying homemade guns, but Fulani have easy access to AK-47 without license. The victims of Fulani crimes in Nigeria have less protection than foreigners. We know how hard Fulani oligarchy works to seek the release of criminals in Saudi Arabia or forgive Abacha money laundering family. Only had to claim one drop of Fulani blood. Despite the effect of Aminu Kano grassroots campaigns, the northern power is still concentrated in the hands of minority Fulani. All the heads of state have sought support from this narrow group, except General Abacha that replaced the Sultan of Sokoto, General Babangida, had installed. Even then, it was one Fulani replacing another. Obasanjo also tried during his reign by replacing Fulani entrenched in powerful military positions with those from North Central. The core North cried marginalization then, since Igbos were also brought into powerful positions since the Civil War. The majority of Talikawa in the north are Hausa, too poor to compete because of the suppression into poverty by the minority Fulani captors. The reason many southern leaders had supported affirmative actions for the north was to bring them on the same level of rational political discussion for progressive ideas. It was not because the northerners were less educated, since many of them were literate in the Arabic studies before their southern brothers. However, religious opinion, either Christian or Muslim, are always very conservative, and expression of opposite views are highly discouraged. Nowhere are the leaders, especially the descendants of Usman Danfodio, worshipped more than northern Nigeria. The Danfodio type of Muslim religion kept a firm grip of the Hausa majority. Most Hausa that want to be elevated into the circle of elites must claim blood relationship with the Danfodio. Fulani. Hausa have almost given up the 7th state headed by Fulani emirs. Buhari, despite his Fulani one-drop blood, was overthrown once, and will not take another chance. So he has to consolidate power in his kitchen cabinet and support from Fulani at the expense of the Hausa Talikawas. Buhari has a God feeling for justice, but will not cut his nose to spite his own face. That is, he will not give anyone the chances of overthrowing him. This is why he tried to pit Ooni against Sunday Igboho. I mean, that is it. This sums up everything. They are bringing in the divide and rule tactics instead of us to come together and work together, or even leave the ones that are not tagging along for now and focus on the aim, focus on the goal. They are trying everything. And this one, the Habubu is so quiet. He has, ever since the meeting, he has not said anything. He's just carrying on like life is normal. I can smell a rat. I think there's something fishy going on underneath. And despite the fact that the governors have banned open gazing, they said they're going to work with Mingeti Allah, there are still attacks. There are still attacks. People are being killed. People are being maimed. People are being terrorized, attacked viciously on their farms. I mean, if this is a parasitic, poisonous relationship, if it is not working We go our separate ways. Self-determination is allowed. I mean, human rights, rights to life, is important because now we are fighting for our lives. We are being attacked on our ancestral lands. These people, they just go there and take it. And if they can, they've said a lot of things that people just blow aside. They just don't take it serious. I mean, how can a group of people come and say that they own the whole land? And I was just looking at the map of Nigeria. I think I did something about the map of Nigeria, and I can see the scene from the map is frightening. They've moved all the tribes down. The south, they don't have anywhere to go except the sea. I mean, it's ridiculous, and it just can't happen. I think we're better off parting ways. The amalgamation has lapsed for like several years now. So what are we waiting for? I think the people, the masses, should defend themselves. Don't wait for your governors. Don't wait for the governors, because they're not going to do anything. Don't wait for the police. Defend yourselves. Defend yourselves whichever way you can. Whichever way you can, defend yourselves. That is all I have to. I mean, it's just a distraction. It is a distraction, like the answers period. You know, the answers period, when the momentum was so high, then they started releasing all the palliatives up, and people got distracted. This is a distraction. So this is calling on the actors, the stakeholders in the Oduduwa nation, and our brothers on the other side, to stay focused. But I think this has to do with us Yoruba, because I'm of Yoruba origin. So we have to stay focused. Any form of digression, distractions should just be like snubbed for now. Let's just be focused. They can't keep doing this. But yes, they will, and they can if we allow it. So guys, I'll drop this with you until I come your way again.